out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His Heavenly Son. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, Great Millstone, and GMS. So I came around the planet lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. This is Brother Uriah from Great Millstone, Chicago, coming to you with another lesson. All right. Hopefully it's edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemar Shai. Okay. um. It's always a task to get this to sit. Okay. All right. As you see in the title, the banking collapse, the banking crisis and collapse will usher in the M to the O to the T to the motherfucking B. Right? For new people who don't know what the M to the O to the T to the B is, you have to go to Revelations, 13th chapter, and I'll pull it up. I can read it in code because unfortunately we have to read it in code. So Edom, the so-called white man, doesn't want us to tell the truth about what's about to happen. So he constantly attacks our videos when we speak too plainly about his agenda, even though we're supposed to have a so-called free speech. All right, but this is Revelations 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. The majority of this earth is under a cloud of deception, a cloud of deceit. All right. The scripture says, surely you're turning them things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right. The scriptures also says, they know not, neither will they understand. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. All right. Right now, people believe that the banks are doing a wonderful job. They're you're supposed to save your, take your money to. Every kid by the time they 10, 11, 12, 13 asks their mom, dad, can they open up a bank account, and you start it's like taught to, it's taught that is turn this finger out because this bugaboo is bugging the boo. All right. They're taught that this is what we do. Well, people don't know the history. I haven't did this in a while. I did it not too long ago, but before then I hadn't put out the old dollars in a while. See, people don't understand the modern day banking is run by the Federal Reserve, which is as federal as Federal Express. All right, it's not a legal, lawful organization, and we give it credence. It's because we were told to give credence, and we were born into it. Our parents said it. You go try to get a job, the first thing they did was give you a piece of paper saying, "Oh, fill out this W-2 or whatever." And we entered into contracts not knowing that we're entering into contracts with the bank, and willingly paying the IRS when you don't have to pay them shite. And the world as you know it is not as you know it. We're being deceived. All right. You look at this, you see, I've had it and used this for years. It's falling apart now. But at the top it says silver certificate. All right. Then at the bottom it says $1 in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. The word dollar is a unit of measurement. Just as the guys are loading up trash, and then they're also loading up wood. All right. If I went, and you can see, a whole bunch of wood right there. Okay. Now you can see that wood. If I go to Home Depot, which we were just at, to get that overpriced wood. All right. And you go into and say, yeah, I need 50 feet. They'd be like, 50 feet of what? Oh, I need 12 inches. 12 inches of what? Copper? Oh, okay, I got copper. Oh, wood? I got wood. Oh, iron? I got iron. oh, this, this thing or that thing. It doesn't fucking matter. Dollar is a unit of measurement. So what they've done is rob the American people. They've robbed the planet actually, because now the whole world is still on reserve currency is the dollar, which is vastly falling away due to BRICS and the BRICS nations. And now a lot of countries are in bed with them and abandoning and fleeing from the corrupt dollar, which the scripture says is corrupt. All right, and we're going to get to that in a second, Lord willing. But back to Revelations 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. All right, so this earth, if you're on this earth and you don't have the truth of Yahweh Shem Shai, you are deceived and under a spell. All right, by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, from his technology to his bombs to his media. Um, he people believe that Esau is the man because of his technology and his manipulation of things to make people think that he's actually has power, like real power. And oh, he can make me walk and make me do that. Oh, he got a device that can stimulate. First of all, everything that Esau uses is comes from the power of the Lord. All right, he just used it and has patented and marketed it, and everyone gives him credence as this great guy who is doing all these wonderful things. Elon Musk, so he's got a chip that you can put in the brain that can make the guy who was blind, he can actually start to see, or he can speak now, he can talk. Oh, now he can actually hear because they went to the chip and they put it into the olfactory vein and put this and that and all this other bullshit, right? But now they worship him as if he's God, and all he's doing is actually killing you because all his technology, especially his Wi-Fi, to these frequencies and so forth, they're causing a lot of damage. All right, they're destroying your pineal gland and so forth. All right, not to mention his food, not to mention his teachings, not to mention everything that he does. Um, yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much, brother.
No problem.
See you
Hey,
tomorrow.
no problem. And if we don't finish up before it's time, I'll come back tomorrow and get more, so then we can go down.
Yeah, you're gonna need a guy tomorrow, no?
Uh
The
huh.
dumper. Two
Mm-hmm.
or one?
Uh,
Two.
it, it,
To
it,
make it a bit easy for them.
then that's fine.
Okay.
You know me, I don't mind because I always help and I do it too. So, but it's
¿Cuánto está la
usually
mitad?
3 or 4 tons. There's a lot of stuff.
Okay, bro.
So,
Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
no problem, bro. It's like it. All right. So they give Esau all this credence, just like make me think of the Maccabees. Came in with the whole military troop and so forth in Second Maccabees, I believe. And then they said, "Oh, we're just here passing through. Just don't mind us." But then they gave them credence. They let their guard down, and then they came in and killed many people. Took over and stole money and you know the Lord had to send help and relief to jack them up. All right, for deceiving the people. Esau Edom is a master deceiver, man. He's disguised. You can never trust Esau. Like the scripture says, never trust thine enemy. As iron rusted, man, he's going to reveal himself to be the wicked. All right? Because he is the wicked. Okay? And deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now, there is no Frankenstein shit going on to where anyone can take an inanimate object and make it living. But as you see, this inanimate object is actually lit up. And if I wanted to, matter of fact, I'll take this to play. I'm going to come back to the scripture, but since I making a similitude, I'll use it in with one of the little videos I was going to play anyway. The Bank of Canada warning people to brace themselves for a financial crash. All right, hold on.
Time the valuations of some financial assets appear to have become stretched. Years of financial stress have risen. At the same time, the valuations of some financial assets appear to have become stretched. This could increase the risk of a sharp correction that could generate system-wide stress. The recent rise in the use of leverage in non-bank financial institutions could amplify the effects of such a correction. Some indicators
Okay.
of financial stress have risen.
So you see now that was a twofer, right? More evidence by the bankers, and then this is the Bank of Canada making a announcement to the Canadians at large, like, "Hey y'all, this is coming down the pike." And if you go and do your research, is more banks saying and tightening their belts and things of that nature. I'll show it in a minute. But back to something that speaks. Now, you just heard a voice coming out of here. That any man of the Lord in the ancient world had a vision about modern day times and these things. It's like, man, how is this thing speaking right now? Well, it's through frequencies. All right, as a frequency went from my phone into this device, that made it to amplify the sound that inside the frequency that was sent. All right, just like sound waves, there's an actual wave coming out of my mouth, and can be measured and even seen in certain spectrums, uh, light spectrums of sound waves. Okay, they got the M to the O to the motherfucking B. All right, which is going to be, which is about the side. Matter of fact, I'll pull up a picture. All right, because if we try to not to speak it too much, we'll show images. All right, you can see them right here. All right, about the size of a grain of rice, and they want to put it under the epidermis of your digits. Okay, and it speaks through radio frequency communication. That's why it's called the radio frequency identification device. All right, it emits signals, just like when you take your credit card that has the sound bar on it. Um, Not trying to put out personal info. All right, perfect. But just like this, that's communication. And this chip, it sends a signal, and the signal can be read by the reader. Whatever device is the reader will read the information and pass it to the computer and so forth, or but to the other devices and so forth. Okay. Now all of this is happening in the face, and Jake at large, the world at large, all right, and the heathens at large are oblivious to what's going on. Everybody's still running to and fro to the banks to have no problem until there's a bank run, and then every time there's a bank run, when a couple of banks went out of business, got or collapsed last year. All right, there's lines right around the, wrapped around the bank. People mad that they can't get all their money out, or their money out in a timely fashion, or their money out at all. Because at the point in time, some people got it out, but then toward the end, people, there was no money to give out because they didn't have any more at the bank, and no bank actually has enough dollars to cover all the assets to their customers at any given branch. All right, so it lets you know there's a shortage of dollars in the market because they keep printing them and then sharing and spreading them and sending them all over the goddamn place. And all they do when they running low, they print more and then print more. And that is not real money. It's not real wealth. So it's a fractional reserve banking where I'm lending you dollars that at interest that you got to pay me back, but you can't even pay me back because you can't even pay back the original loan itself, let alone the interest. And then it's just money you printed out of thin air that's backed by nothing. Okay, it's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It used to be so-called backed by oil. That's why they call it the petrodollar. But now the Saudi Arabia is not renewing their agreement with America, so it's backed by nothing. All right, and that's another reason why countries are abandoning the dollar, and that's why hyperinflation is here. They'll say no, it's not. Inflation is high, but it's not hyperinflation yet. This, but bullshit. All right, bullshit. The gas is high as hell, damn near $5. All right, milk is damn near $4 or $5. Bread is damn near $4. All right, And I don't even eat milk or bread. Drink milk or eat bread, mostly. You know what I'm saying? If I eat bread, it's a sandwich or something that somebody made for me or something like that. Because I don't half the bread here in America ain't real any damn way, right? But this is going back to Revelations. That deception is real. Okay. All right. So this is Revelations 13 again and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image, right? So it can communicate, right? That the image of the beast should both speak, communicate, and cause that as many as would not worship, give credence to it, accept it, acknowledge it, all right? That the image of the beast should be killed. So they're going to say, look, we ain't going to force you to take this shit by taking you to the spot and putting you by force, but we're going to force you to take it by, or try to force you to take it by saying, hey, all you stores, y'all can't use nothing but the scanner, and you only can take money if it's inside them. You can get online, you won't be able to go to the store, you won't be able to do anything until you get that thing in your digits. All right? And if you do that, the Most High said he gonna get you. So the collapse is imminent, man. All right? Because Esau has to collapse the system to set up his new world order. All right? His shackles. He wants to put his of his consummation of subjugation of the whole planet. All right? He wants to be as if he's God. So he has to collapse it. And the dollar is dead anyway. So it's a win-win for him to collapse the system, for a reset, and a great robbery to enslave the whole earth as period. All right? Because anybody who is accepting ones and zeros on a computer as money, when you don't control that computer and the creation of the ones and zeros, whoever's behind it, he can take your money. Oh, you zero, you're hacked. Oh, I thought that the C to the H to the I to the P was unhackable. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. They do what the fuck they want to do. All right, and you're putting all your eggs into and your faith and your credence to the same said person who brought your people into slavery, has poisoned the earth, poisoning you, tearing up the earth, that's putting all the plastics in and doing it, and then you give credence. All right, you're down with it. You're complicit. All right, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, and they're going to force you to either take it willingly, or they're going to try to put you in the FEMA camp and take you out. That's why they got a whole bunch of guillotines as well. All right, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the M to the A to the R to the K in their right hand and in their foreheads. All right. He said, I don't care if you're rich, you're poor, free, bond, nigga, you're getting it. All right. This is the elite's plan. All right. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the M to the A to the R to the K, or the name of the B to the E to the A S T, or the number of his name. Okay. So this is the battle now. This is the condition of the battle. All right. Are you going to take that C hip or not? Are you going to reject it? Okay. Right now, Jake has no idea at large that is even looming. Okay. Neither does the heathens at large. The lead in the select few know. You know, some of those who have their ears to the ground. But most people have no idea. Your family, most of your family don't. You might have told your auntie, your uncle 5 years ago, man, it's going to be the M to OTB and the C hip, and Michael, don't take it. Okay, baby. I'll never take that, baby. And then 5 years later, you ain't talked about them. They forgot all about that shit. Jake don't remember. Jake ain't you. Brothers got to remember, just because you in the truth don't mean other motherfuckers, we speaking, they say, don't mean shite. Until they come into that line, until they live and change their life and come and listening and dealing on a regular basis, 9 times out of 10. gonna take that. Even the ones who said they're not, I'm not no nip. What did you got to eat? To collapse to usher it in. All right. Um, yes, sir.
Puede un poquito para adelante, vamos a descargar el carro, después meto otra vez.
Sí, sí.
Okay. Can you move a little bit forward to control
Rampa,
everything?
rampa, por favor.
Moving the ramp.
Yeah. Just gotta move up a little bit. Y'all gonna be proud. I'm gonna be fluent in a minute. Salaki. I guess that's good enough. And can't go no further. Because he got his truck blocking me now. Okay. How's he doing? I think he's about to move. They're doing the most. Okay. Well, I'll let them figure what they're doing out. Messing up my lesson. Um. Um. You need me to move? Slack. I'm working.
Can you give me this chance and this spot for parking a little
So,
bit?
so you want to? Okay.
I'm parking over here.
Okay.
only
So,
pick
they
up
got the.
everything.
Do they got the ramp?
Yeah, I'm
The
removing
ramp.
and putting them back.
The ramp is back. Is it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Salaki. See, but all this shit about the shutdown, man. And Jake don't get it. Jake don't know. Jake is oblivious. Jake has no fucking clue. All right, Jake will be caught unawares at this collapse, and with the bank collapse. Jake is gonna be caught, be caught unawares, man. And it's gonna really suck for some Jake. I'm talking about so bad where they're gonna just have put $5,000 in the bank, $10,000 in the bank, thinking they're about to pay a bill. All right, thinking they're about to do whatever they think they're about to do. And as soon as they go to the bank, they can't get it. You know, and you brothers, man, you should only have enough money in the bank to pay a bill. You should have your cash or silver and gold. If you can't afford gold, which most of us can't, you should have some extra silver coins, buy a couple, here and there, and have them on deck. But yeah, you should have cash in low denominations. And should keep that on deck. And only when you gotta go pay a bill, go take your cash to the bank, put it in the bank, and pay that bill right then and there, debt through to the debit card or the check or the money order or whatever the hell you got to do. And get in the habit of that right now. Just save a hassle later. But no matter what, the Lord going to take care of us. It's too many pieces moving. The Lord is going to take care of the hopeful elect. We just, and it's too dynamic. We just know He's going to take care of us. We have faith in that. Okay. All right. I want to play something. Give me a second. Yeah, you remember I played that one already. This was this I'm gonna read something. I guess it's a little bit article that the brother Harala posted up. So I can't go find it where you put it at. Right. All right. And this reason why I didn't do this is because Malcolm sent me that one video I just played. Harala sent me this news article, and I seen something in my past. I'm like, oh, this is the time. We got to keep work. We got to keep prophesying of the M to the O to the T to the B coming, the C hip coming. All right, the digital, the digital rice chip. Major U.S. banks are preparing for millions of potential defaults as economic conditions raise concern. Recently, major U.S. banks like J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America and Wells Fargo have been tightening their financial belts. Okay. Now I'm not going to read the whole article. You know, that title and just that prelude is good enough. If you want to go on news break and finish reading the article. But how is a so-called bank, not just one, but you're talking about major banks, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase, all right? Those are major banks. And we got to tighten up our belts. We ain't about to be lending, y'all. We ain't about to, y'all ain't, because everybody's defaulting on their loans, man. Watch, I just Google it. How many different loans are in defaults? All right. All right. How many student? Now that's why I said it how I said it, because you got so many different loan bubbles. They got mortgage loan bubbles, car loan bubbles. Shit, they just took my car. All right. Um, right here, student loan debt defaults. All right. Federal loan borrows in repayment 25.7 million. All right. They're missing $25.7 million in repayments. They got 3 million in deferments and 1.2 million in forbearance. All right. And then just straight default for 4.4 million. Right. People are not paying their bills, man. They got credit card loan bubble. All right. And no one's paying it because they're not making enough money. You go to McDonald's now, to go to Wendy's or White Castles or one of these fast food restaurants and get one meal for yourself. That's $10 plus, 11, 10, 11, $12. Back in the day, I could go to Applebee's and for $12, $13 have a meal. That was the like going to fast food is like going to a regular restaurant now. Going to a regular restaurant now, went to a restaurant, a pizza joint, and the bill was $100 for two little pizzas and some drink and an appetizer. And it was 20% gratuity already added in it because nobody tipping. So they forcing you to tip. I said, this will be the last time I come in this motherfucker. Which I would have known, I wouldn't have even came. And I'm still salted that one. And we were marveling like, how did nobody in it? Now we see. And that's causing more business to go down. A restaurant that me and my ex used to go to often and take the baby out to because they had um, um, what you call it, the fried fish, the cod. Ooh, she was the man on point, and it was all you can eat. Man, see, we'll go in there and bring our aluminum foils and a little extra bag. There was all you could eat and taking it home to the crib. All right, but no, but it was a good joint, man. And I was just we've been talking about going there, and I just happened to be up north earlier today and on my way back to work and passed by it. God, closed. Matter of fact, was talking with the brother Yerdan when we was doing a couple of work this morning, and up and fucking Wrightwood, right around the corner from Wrigleyville. Up, I mean, you talking about, you know, a snooty patootie, even though it is the fruitarian side of town, Boys Town they call it. All right, but on that main strip that we was on Lincoln Avenue, there was a good six, seven, eight major stores closed, boarded up, for sale, for rent. Okay, so we're here, we're in it. The difference is they're not telling you about it. They're not pushing it. They're not Well, Esau's warning you, but you're not heeding the warnings. He'll put his warnings in TV. He'll put his warnings. He'll say, "Oh, well, Canada's going through some problems," or somebody else could. He'll tell you, but he won't say, "Americans, you all need to do such and such right now, because we're about to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z." He's not going to tell you. He's going to catch you off guard. All right. And he knows what he's doing is bullshit. I'm going to get James to fifth chapter. This is James 5. I might as well leave because they're not going to finish. And they're unloading that right now. I just looked at the time. I'm not going. I'm done for the day. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. I'm so upset. The last 3 days, the Lord gave us a come up, and Lord willing, it translates to me getting a car. um, a client that the elder, trains, put him on to a person that in their circle who knew about a place that went out of business, and they had all these Persian rugs and all kind of carpets and stuff. And they was going to just they're about to demo the building. They're in the process of doing it now. Matter of fact, the bulldozers came in there today, and they made me have to move my truck because we was getting as much as we can to the last second. But if you and he said I can still come grab some stuff for the next couple of days and work around their demo, and I'm like, I'm good. But I want to, because if you see all the stuff that was in there, I took 3 truckloads of carpets and miscellaneous shit, and I can make another 10 truckloads, and they're gonna just throw all that away. They're so greedy; they won't just give it away. All right, the contractor's giving it away because it's actually like the scripture says: if he doeth good, he doeth unwillingly. Every ounce of whatever I took out of that site was an ounce less that he had to pay in the dumpsters that would have put into them dumpsters for all the debris and bullshit. So he was like, yeah, man, taking everything, because I was nervous because I thought he was only wanted to take the carpet and shit. It was I was like, man, wait, man, don't take that MacBook, no, take that Apple, take that PC, and then he showed him like, oh shit, I hope we ain't taking his shit. And he was like, so one time can you in other properties? I'm like, oh yeah, we can do whatever. Good, go ahead, bro. Good, because I didn't know, but I'm looking like they just threw they're gonna dump all that away, just like the food. I can hear Malcolm was snapping now, because we both snap on this one, because we camped down back when we used to camp downtown, right there by several food joints. They got locks on the dumpsters so the homeless can't go into the dumpsters to get the food to throw away. Cause they just in case you get sick off it, you can't come back and sue it. Nigga, it was trash. They went in the trash. You can't let nobody get your scraps what you throw away. The, you had the greed here in America, the selfishness. It breeds you to be all about yourself, all about greed, all about money, all about whatever filthy lucre, whatever gain that you can get. That's why the Lord is about to destroy this place with a great sword destruction. All right, these sick ass rich, man, I'm telling you, sycophants, man. Most High's going to destroy them all. All right? Go to now, ye rich men, and weep and howl for the miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted. The Most High is telling you the money is not real money, it's corrupted. And your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, it's cancered, it's corroded. All right? It's rusted. I think they're trying to tell me I'm gonna come back. Yeah, I'm done. I ain't fucking with y'all no more today. It's almost time for them to shut it down in 30 minutes. It's not worth my time. Um, your gold and silver is cankered. The rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. So the Most High says your gold and silver is out of there. All right. And matter of fact, one more. Behold, the hire of the laborers who you have reaped down your fields, which of you is kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them have reaped and entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. All right. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. Every so I can pull up the next scripture before I forget it. Um, yes. He said it's kept back by fraud, man. you get a mortgage. They take the money out of your Social Security and your Treasury bond that is being made on you from the time that you was born, all right, and that they won't tell you about. And so then they're gonna double dip. They're gonna go ahead and make you sell your house. Okay, boom, they get paid straight off. Okay, bam. Now I'm gonna make payments on them, and you don't fulfill your payments because you run into a jam. Then they're gonna take your house, resell it to somebody else, and get their money straight up front again, and then fleece them on top again. That's why mortgage. The word mortgage means slow death. Mortify means death. Right? Right? Oh my God, y'all! It's like these all tell you right there in the face. I'm gonna rob you, but I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna rob you. And we don't do no research, man. Jake just go, you know, get a car note. They go in the back. You know why they take so long in the back? Because they're calling the Treasury Department, taking your QSIP number, and they going ahead and making sure they get their money. All right, and then they're gonna double whap you on top and make you pay them. Otherwise, they're gonna repo your car like they stole mine. All right, it's kept by fraud. Everything they do down here is fraud. All right. That's the reason why in that day, Ezekiel 7:19, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. All right? Just as they did in India, they was throwing that little fake ass money. Like in Venezuela, threw that fake ass money. It's bullshit. All right? So this collapse is coming, man. It's coming soon. All right. Let's see. I have one more point to make, and then I'm gonna be done. See if this is just some articles from a month or so ago, not long ago. This is from Fortune.com. Banks continue to become increasingly less relevant. All right. Um, Columbia professor says warned banks will become less relevant as interest rates and looming regulations squeeze their margins. No, they're about to reset these banks. Banks is not going to be this. They're about to reset the whole financial system and market, and they're going to tell you by not telling you. Um, a non-expert's guide to what the banking turmoil means for you. Economic effects of tighter lending by banks. Why economists are warning of another U.S. banking crisis. 2024 banking industry outlook. All right, let's see. What you see is that why is all this? Why is the rhetoric out here on this? All right, tightening the belt or end of the road. China's BRI at 10. All right. But this is coming. Banking crisis imminent. Bloomberg chief economist reveals the study. 80% of banks going down. 9 trillion of debt due soon. It's over and over. It's out here. It's out here. All right. Go watch these videos. Read these articles, man. Go do some fucking research, man. Watch the videos of the elders and men of the Lord and read these scriptures, man. It's telling you what it is. All right? So hopefully this has been edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Kakadash. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, Great Millstone, GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. All right, shalom to the sisters of the hopeful righteous elect, and shalom to the children of the hopeful righteous elect. You can't leapfrog over your husband to get the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, children, be obedient to your parents in the Lord, for this is right. So, hopefully, like I said, this has been edifying. All right, and shalom, and till next time, Baba Ball.